Is that good there?
Yeah, you're good right there. If you look at your audio, so your audio 2, so when you talk, just talking to, so when you're talking, like try to be in the yellow. So you're good right there.
Okay.
You're the bottom one, yeah. All right, so we're going here. Steven Dixon, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for coming on. I appreciate this.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All these hockey guys coming on in the summer. I know it's free time. The season's really busy, so taking an hour out of your day, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, a lot of downtime right now. So
yeah.
It's good.
You just got back from Vancouver. Yeah. Amazing place.
Yeah, I love Vancouver. It's you can do anything there. I mean,
yeah,
you got the downtown, seawall there, the beaches, and no, it's just a great city.
Yeah. Did you get on the water at all?
Yeah, whenever it's nice, I usually take a bike and end up in English Bay or somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of Vancouver.
Yeah.
You know, you have the 5-6 beaches right
there.
Yeah.
It's like one city, but you feel like there's like 10 cities within the one city because there's so many different communities, I find. So one day you can be in Chinatown, the next day you can be in Olympic Village, the next day you can be in Gastown and just feel like you're somewhere else. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, then you go up Main Street there and it's they have all the breweries. It's pretty hip town.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Kitsilano, so yeah, a lot of different options, that's for sure.
That's where I lived in Kits.
Oh, Kits,
okay. Is beautiful.
I love Kits, yeah.
Do you ever go to the Kits pool down there on the water?
I haven't made it to the pool, but I've been at the beach a lot.
Yeah, the beach is awesome too, yeah.
Tennis courts there. And
that's awesome.
Cool place, yeah.
Did you just go there right after the season this year, or did you come home first?
I was home only about 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then I took off out there. I was there about 6 weeks and then came back, so
right on.
Yeah. Kind of cuts the summer up a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
It's nice being by the ocean too. I love, being from here, right?
Of course.
It's nice being by the ocean, by the water.
Of course. Well, man, you've done some traveling, like playing in Europe the past 8 years. I was looking at the Hockey DB. So you've been around the world. Another beautiful thing about hockey is that it takes you everywhere. So I'm sure, at the age you're at, you're still playing the game you love. It must be an awesome thing. A lot of people, don't get to play professional until, at an older age, and you still get to do it, so that must be an awesome thing for you.
Yeah, no, it's been it's been great, and Europe for me was great. I went over kind of young, but it's been just a great time. I got to play in some great cities, cool countries.
Yeah.
You meet so many different friends and see so many different cultures, and I feel like now you can almost travel anywhere and know somebody and meet up for a drink or whatever. So yeah, that's the cool thing about it, just the friendships that you make, and in weird places, and people you wouldn't ever think you'd be friends with, right? So that's been cool for me.
That's the best part about it. I love it. So let's get these questions rolling here. I like to start at the beginning, work our way to where you are now. So I want to start in Cape Breton. Marc-Andre Fleury was your teammate. He's an amazing goalie right now in the NHL. What was he like as a teammate?
Oh, Fleury's a great guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell that too watching him on TV. But no, he was a really good guy. He's just such a good goalie. He's such a humble guy. I don't think he's probably changed at all. It's just the way he is, and he just has so much fun every day. You come to the rink and he's in practice. He's trying to save every puck. He's joking around with everybody, and so I got to spend a lot of time with him. We did 4 years. Most of 4 years in Cape Breton together.
Oh yeah.
I think he made Pittsburgh.
Well, he played one. Didn't he play with you in Wilkes-Barre?
In Wilkes-Barre too. Yeah. But he made Pitt right after the draft, I think. Then he came back.
Really?
I think that was
back in the yellow pads. You still wearing the yellow pads? Must have been.
No, that was my 18-year-old year.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I was in Wilkes-Barre with him too, and he was going up and down there a bit. So no, it's pretty cool. We got drafted that same year. Obviously I was a bit later than him, but then you do the development camps, so we spent a lot of time together over the years back in the day. So
it's always good having a buddy there.
Yeah, no, it was good. And Cape Breton in general was just a great place. It was nice for me. I got to go to high school there.
Oh yeah.
So I went to Sydney Academy, and it was just nice to meet friends outside hockey, people to hang out with away from the rink too. And then I went to UCCB, and it's actually funny, up in Halifax, I run into so many friends that I had there, in high school and through all that live up here now. So it's, you're running them every day. So it's, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But no, we had a good laugh down there. We had, some really good guys, and, it's funny when you're playing in Cape Breton, you're on the bus quite a bit, right? So
a lot of travel.
But I mean, brings everyone pretty close. You know, you get to know everyone pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good laughs with that too.
Yeah, I bet.
Especially when you're young like that, you don't even think of the long bus rides. It's sometimes you almost look forward to them a bit. You know.
Well, yeah.
Just so much fun.
Well, that's the one I want to talk about now. Your first game as the Metro Center, because obviously you grew up here in Halifax. You probably idolized the Mooseheads. Your first game in the Metro Center, did you, like the day before, do you have any jitters or anything like that? Do you remember it?
Yeah, no, I was more excited, I think, than anything.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the Mooseheads were just, you know, when I was a kid, that's kind of right when they came. So, I mean, everyone was going to the Moosehead games. I mean, those were your idols, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah, to be able to, you know, come back and play in the Metro Center, that was, you know, especially at 16 and, you know, you have your family and friends watching. And it's a pretty cool experience, you know. At the end of the day, too, you're only a high school kid, right? And
I know, but everyone looks up to you like you're a pro.
Well, it's a weird thing because you come to the rink and you know the Metro Center's packed and you know you play your game, and then you know you go to high school the next day, right?
Yeah,
it's kind of a cool thing.
Of course.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's awesome. Do you ever play against Brandon Reed? You know that name?
I know the name. Yeah. And,
that's the guy who I idolized at the Mooseheads.
Yeah, I played against him in Russia one year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. And then guys like Ramsey Abid, you end up playing against him along the way, and just guys that as a kid, you know, those guys are like big legacy deal, right?
Of course.
So yeah, no, that was pretty cool. As you get older, you know, the age gap seems to shrink, right? 'Cause everyone's kind of still playing, so you play against all these guys you watched as a kid, which is pretty neat.
Of course. So in the Q, you turned into a stud, went to the All-Star game, then eventually went to the World Juniors 2 years in a row. Talk about that. Like, talk about the confidence that, like, what year do you think, obviously it might have been your 16-year-old year, but most likely not. When do you think you gained the confidence, okay, I'm one of the better players at this junior level? I don't know. I can take a higher step than everyone else. Like, how old do you think you were, and maybe how did you handle that?
Yeah, it's tough to say, really. I didn't. To be honest, I just all through junior, I kind of, especially when I was younger, I just loved to play, and
you didn't think about it like that.
I like to have fun with it. I never really thought about it, and I think the summer I got drafted, so it was after my 17-year-old year.
Okay.
I was a late rounder, but I got invited to World Junior Camp in Calgary, and you know, I just kind of wanted to go have fun with it. Like, you know, I was obviously super excited, but I mean, you're there with most of the guys are first rounders, top 10 picks.
Wait, I gotta stop you. So the first year you got an invite, did you make the team the first year? Because you went 2004, 2005, right?
Yeah, I think it was 2003 and 4, and then 4 and 5.
When was the World Juniors in Halifax?
I think that might have been the year before me.
So did you try out that year?
No.
Oh,
it might have been 2 years before me. So
2 years before you. Okay. I was gonna say that would have been sick if you would have went there.
Yeah, well, looking at it, but I mean, either way.
Either way, you still got. But
that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, I had to know that. Okay, sorry. So go back to World Junior Camp.
No, and then I just went out to World Junior Camp, and I had a really good summer camp. I had to, you know, a lot of things kind of sometimes go your way, and you get some bounces and stuff.
Yeah.
That's when I was kind of thinking, wow, maybe I got a chance
shot here.
Yeah. So then just tried to have a good year that year, a good start, and ended up making it that year, which was, you know, huge.
Yeah.
So it was
the first year was in Helsinki.
In Helsinki.
So talk about that experience.
Well, yeah, it was funny. It was, you know, that in Helsinki that time of year is pretty dark.
What do you mean, like all day, like the whole day?
Like the summers are really sunny. You know, like it's some days they have 24-hour sun. You know, midsummer.
Oh yeah.
They have this big festivals and stuff. But during the winter, it can be a dark place. But Helsinki's a beautiful city.
Never been.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And I just remember, like, oh, it's pretty dark, but the atmosphere, like the rinks were beautiful. They had two pro teams that play there, IFK and Jokerit.
Okay.
And so they both have amazing rinks. And I just remember the facilities were incredible, and you're just, you know, it's such a big hockey country there. It was just
really
kind of, they just love hockey.
How are the crowds at your games?
It was pretty cool being there. There's so many Canadians there, to be honest.
That's true. That is true.
There's a lot of people that kind of make that their trip, right?
So their yearly trip.
Their family trip, and it's Christmas time. If you go with the family, it's a pretty cool thing. So I was actually shocked how many Canadian fans we had at the games there, which was, a nice surprise.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, in Helsinki, I ended up, I just liked the city, and then I spent, later on playing there for 4 years and absolutely love Finland. So it's funny how it works, right?
Oh yeah, you played with Patrick Laine in Finland, didn't you?
Yeah, I was with Laine for a year, yeah.
What's he like?
Oh, he's incredible.
He's ripping it up in the NHL now, so you obviously must have seen that before you went to the NHL.
Well, geez, he kind of came... I think people there knew how good he was. But, on the big scene, I think he kind of... he exploded there, especially after World Juniors. It was just... He really... went on the map then, but we were watching him every day. Like, this guy's unbelievable.
His shot, eh?
He's just and he's so big too.
Oh, he's big? Is he?
Big, tall, yes. And at that age, I think he was 17, playing in Finland, which is a good league. And geez, I think he was MVP of the playoffs that year. We ended up winning that year. He was MVP of the playoffs. Like, our best player. Was just like unbelievable to watch. Crazy. 17
years old.
But the way he shoots, like, it's hard to explain how he shoots the puck.
He has a quick release. It's really,
it's kind of uses the whip, I guess, and it's just puck like explodes off his stick.
Really?
He's one of those guys. He could be like standing still at the half wall or the blue line and let like a half wrister go and boom, top corner. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable.
Is he one of those guys that like knows he's good, or is he like a humble guy?
You know what? He's a humble guy. Like he's. I think he was rubbing the people the wrong way a bit. Like,
in what sense?
Well, just I used to hear people say, "Oh, he's cocky and this and that." I'd say, "Geez, not at all. Like he's a great guy.
Yeah,
he's just confident. He knows he's good, but he's like as a teammate, he's just a great guy.
Yeah,
but I think." No, it's just a couple interviews and people would say, "Oh, like how the media is sometimes, right?"
I don't even care about that. I know a lot of people listening might say, "Oh, he's cocky because he said these things in the interview," but I think hockey needs that, especially the NHL. You got to say you're good. You got to believe in yourself.
Well, I think people are realizing that now. He's just a pretty honest guy.
Yeah.
Like when he answers the questions, he just answers them not in an arrogant way, but not a lot of people do that, right? So,
and maybe even like the language barrier. Maybe he doesn't know how to say it humbly, or doesn't like.
That's another thing too. You look at a guy. He's in Finland at the time, and I'm sure most of the day he's speaking Finnish, and he'll probably talk to some English guys, that'd be tough.
Of course.
Imagine getting like a call from whatever, and then
Winnipeg.
It's not your first language, so it's that'd be tough.
I always think about that, like Q guys, like 16-year-olds coming over playing in Halifax from Russia. It's like, man, that must be tough leaving your house at 16. They're still babies.
It's funny, when I played junior, I never thought about that at all.
Yeah, me neither.
And you get the import guys, and it's just like, oh, how's it going, man? But until I went to Sweden my first year, and I was the only import guy. But the Swedish guys were great guys. We had a young team.
Yeah.
Really good guys. Made some good friends, but it's still, when everyone's talking to each other, they're speaking Swedish, right?
Also, you're the only English guy.
But I remember the first, couple weeks, that was the first thing I thought of, like, man, I can't imagine those young kids coming from wherever, Czech or the Swedes and the Finns, most of them speak English anyway.
Like rough English,
But a lot of countries or a lot of guys come over, they don't speak any English. So I couldn't imagine leaving your house at like 16, 17, coming somewhere. And
well, that's another thing for you. You got lucky. You got to play in Cape Breton. You're a 3-hour drive down the road.
Yeah. No, that was, I was really happy when I went to Cape Breton. Just the fact, well, my mom was a teacher too, so she was happy because the school was still in Nova Scotia too.
Yeah.
And then, the English thing, didn't have to.
Yeah,
you didn't have to change things too much. So no, that was good for me.
So then I want to talk about your second year at the World Juniors, where you won the gold medal in North Dakota.
Yeah.
So talk about maybe the difference from the World Juniors in Helsinki compared to North Dakota.
Well, yeah, that was. we were right down the road from Winnipeg, right? North Dakota is really close to the border. Yeah,
I don't know.
It's not too far. So it was. Now that was pretty crazy. That was all Canadian fans. Like
really, like the Canadian fans outweighed the American fans.
I'm not sure because we never really had a. I'm just trying to think if we ended up playing the U.S.
Take your time.
All
good. No rush.
I'm not sure, but I just know like most of our games, it was just all Canadian fans. It was like it was a zoo. It was like unbelievable atmosphere down there. And the rink is just the university arena there is beautiful.
Is it?
Like the facility itself.
I was looking at pictures of it before.
Oh man, it was. I never saw anything like that it was just crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the whole atmosphere, the Canadian fans, and the fact that we lost the year before, and I think we had 12 returning guys, so it was kind of all business. Guys wanted to
win. And the year before, you guys finished second, right?
Yeah, we lost to the Americans.
So then you had the same returning guys going. Okay, so yeah.
So we had a lot of guys back. I think we had 12 guys back, which is a lot,
of course,
in the World Junior. So no, it was and that's your last chance, really. So
yeah.
I mean, everyone was pretty hungry.
Who was the goalie that year? Was it Fleury?
No, Fleury was in
the year before
in Helsinki.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had Jeff Glass and Boscheman.
Was that the year that he came out to play the puck behind the net and let it go in? That famous play. I'm pretty sure it was. Remember he tried to play the puck?
Yeah, went off the D.
Was that year?
That was in Helsinki. Yeah.
Yeah. What was it like in the room after that? Did you guys give him a tap or anything? Because Canada was rough on him that year when that happened.
Yeah, then, to be honest, no one. I mean, he was unbelievable.
He was, but how hockey fans can get if it's one play.
To be honest, I don't think it even crossed anyone's mind.
No, it's just the team loss, not an individual.
Yeah, it didn't. I mean, they came hard at us, and no, it didn't. No, I don't think it really crossed anyone's mind. It was just a bad bounce, right?
See, it's funny listening. It's funny listening to your perspective of that compared to everyone else. Because when everyone thinks of that tournament, they think of that. But you being on the ice, being in the dressing room, you're just like, no, I don't even think. It was just another play.
No, it wasn't like that at all. No one was. No one was thinking that way. It's just those things happen. It was just.
Yeah.
If do it 20, 100 more times, I don't think it would happen like that, right? It's just the way it is.
The media coverage for the World Juniors, Pierre Maguire, I love that guy. Do you ever talk to that guy?
Oh yeah, he's always around.
Talk to him?
He's around the team a lot, just doing interviews and especially if you're traveling, usually the media is there with you. So
yeah.
No, he's a great guy. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a really good guy. Yeah, he's pretty knowledgeable guy. Loves the hockey. Yeah, he's been doing it for a while.
Yeah,
I always like listening to him.
Me too.
I think he's funny sometimes.
Do you know who Stephen A. Smith is for basketball?
Yeah.
So I think Pierre Maguire is the Stephen A. Smith of hockey. He's just quirky, knows everything about everyone.
Yeah,
and
that's funny.
Good ambassador for the game.
Yeah, it's funny the memories these guys have. It's incredible.
Oh.
I can remember everything. Yeah.
All right, so I want to talk about the gold medal. First of all, what was the celebration like after? What did you guys do after the game when you won?
Well, a lot of us had. Everyone's family was there. So,
okay.
Yeah, we had. We had a big thing at the rink up in the. They had a room for us.
That's what everyone says. They have a room. No one goes out.
Yeah,
it's a room.
Well, we were in North Dakota too, so it was
21.
Yeah, so no, they had just a huge room. It was all family, friends, and
sick.
I mean, there was a ton of people there, but it was. It was just more family, friends, food.
Okay.
We stayed there late, and then we bussed up to Winnipeg, and for the most part, it was guys were taking off early in the morning too. So.
Oh, okay. The season jumps right back in.
Yeah, you're kind of right back into the swing of things after. Actually, Pascal was good. My coach gave me, I think he gave me a week off or something.
There you go.
Just to
when you got back to Cape Breton, did you do a ceremonial face-off or get the big cheer from the Center 200?
They were really nice. They gave me a nice, nice plaque and all that stuff. And
there you go.
Yeah, no, it was cool. That's the thing, you don't realize, when you're doing it, you don't realize how big that tournament is.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously because you watch it as a kid, but
yeah,
as you're doing it, it's just kind of, you're not even really thinking about
just a game of hockey.
Yeah, and then yeah, when it's over, and then it's all over the papers and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. It's
Definitely.
cool experience. Yeah.
All right, so I want to move on to professional hockey now. Like you had a great junior career, World Juniors, gold medal. You move on to Pittsburgh, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. I was looking at the roster. So it looks like one of the funniest dressing rooms of all time. I listen to Spit and Chicklets podcast all the time.
Yeah.
You got guys like Ryan Whitney, Paul Bissonnette, Colby Armstrong, Fleury was there as well, and other jokes there.
Yeah.
Maybe talk about the dressing room. What was it like traveling with some great guys? And I'll explain this, but I'll talk about another incident. It was they were talking about it on Spit and Chicklets, and Colby Armstrong fought a guy. It was one of his first games pro, I think, and he fought one of the toughest guys on the team. And he came into the room, and some European guy came in and was like, "Colby, check the stat sheet, would you?" Do you remember this?
That might have been before me, I think, because Colby was there a few years before me.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, Colby. I think it was Colby's third or fourth year was my first year.
Okay.
So that year he ended up getting called up to Pittsburgh. And he never came back after that. Like he was full-time NHLer after that.
There you go.
So yeah, you never know how it works. No, we had some real characters, really good guys. It was, it was a laugh every day, man.
Was it?
You go to the rink and oh my God, it was just hilarious. It was funny, but we had a really good team too. That was a funny thing. Like it was. We joke around a lot, but guys want to win. But even, we had some great older guys too, Dennis Bonvie, guys like that from Antigonish, and just really good guys. And it's funny now, listen to Spit and Chicklets, Biss and Whitney, they're doing really good. Really good job. And actually, I saw Biss, he spends a lot of time in Vancouver.
Yeah, he does.
I saw him a couple weeks ago, right before I came out here. My last day, I went up and met up with them, so it's nice to see these guys. See they're all doing well. So
I messaged him to try to get some dirt on you. No response. So if he's listening, Jesus, buddy,
that's funny. And Colby's doing well too with the TV too.
Hockey commentary. Yeah.
But it's funny. There are a lot of personalities in the room. A lot of funny stuff, and like I said, every day was a good laugh. I was living with Carcillo and Bissonnette.
Oh, that's another guy, yeah.
We lived together down there, so there was a lot of laughs. Yeah, a lot of good laughs. Really good guys, though.
Can you name anything funny that Bissonnette, habits he had if you lived with him? Something funny. I never took the garbage out. Anything. Something
I don't
that
know
the viewers
if any of
just
us
don't
were
know.
really good with that stuff. But not really, man. No, he's just a funny guy. Biss hasn't changed at all since. I think the first time I met him we played. I think it was under 18, so we would have been like 16 or 17.
Okay.
That summer tournament in between there, and he's the same guy, man. He's just a hilarious guy. Everyone loves him, and he's a very sociable guy. He's funny.
Didn't you give him his nickname?
I did, yeah.
Dude, talk about that story. How did that nickname come about?
I think I'm just trying to think.
It's a famous name.
Yeah, I can't remember how it started, to be honest. It was just, we'd say Biz whatever, Biz whatever he was doing, and then it just turned into Biz Nasty, and it just stuck, that was that.
So when did you give this to him? Was this back at Wilkes-Barre?
I think it must have been in Wilkes, yeah. Yeah. It would have been in Wilkes. Yeah, I think I had a hand in it, but...
there you go. That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it stuck pretty good with him.
Was your coach in Wilkes-Barre, what's his name? The guy that coached Montreal, Theriault.
Yeah, my first coach there was Michel
Therrien. What was he like as a coach?
I liked him. He was really hard. He was tough, tough on the guys, and for the team we had, like you said, with all the the personalities and guys we had, he was pretty intimidating individual, yeah. But no, I liked playing for Therrien. He was a really good coach, and he actually went up that year to Pittsburgh.
Oh, did he?
So he left around Christmas, I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I had him about a half a year.
Nice.
Yeah. So no, it was like I said, he was hard, but a real good coach. Obviously, he had a lot of success at the NHL level. So
tons.
That's the thing in the AHL, you get some really good coaches coming through there, and had Kevin Dineen in Portland too, who was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a great guy. So, there's a lot of good coaches in the American League, because I mean, that's where the big teams get a lot of the guys now too, right? So.
Yeah. I don't like it when then the NHL just rotates NHL coaches and they don't give the AHL guys a chance. But I feel in the past like 3, maybe 4 or 5 years, they've started to call up guys from the AHL to give them a shot.
Yeah, I think so. And especially now where the league's getting pretty young.
So young.
So it's, those guys are familiar with the guys. And a lot of those, they're really good developing the guys and familiar with the organization. So sometimes it's kind of a no-brainer, I think.
Man, you look at some of the rosters, like some of the guys I've been interviewing here, like 20, 21 years old in the NHL.
Yeah, it's the young guys now are so good too. So it's, geez, why not, right? And you can get, especially guys, you get a good guy on an entry-level deal. It's a big thing against the cap too, I think. And I mean, they can all play though, so there's no missing a beat with those guys, the young guys.
That's the thing that's gonna have to, like, the NHL's gonna have to work out with all the money they got to give these players. Like, look at Toronto, perfect example.
Yeah.
Are you gonna pay Matthews? Are you gonna pay Marner? Or are you gonna pay Nylander?
Yeah,
they already paid Tavares.
Yeah, it should be interesting when it comes down to that. But I mean, I feel like all the teams now have cap guys, and they can work it all out. Yeah, they seem to do pretty good. So better than I could even think of, trying to add all that stuff up.
Well, hey man, I'm sure you set up Line A for success, man. Were you on his line in Finland actually?
No, I wasn't.
No. Well,
maybe a couple games, but that's about it.
Do you ever wear the gold helmet? What does the gold helmet mean in Europe again?
Yeah, so that's like the top scorer of each team.
Oh, I thought it was in the league.
No, in Finland, it's each team, top scorer of each team wears the gold helmet.
Okay.
So I had it when I was in Pori, my first round in Finland.
Okay.
That's pretty funny. So I remember all my buddies came over to watch me. I think there was 8 of them, and they come to the game, and I'm floating around with a gold helmet. They were kind of, they got a good kick out of that. I mean, you just don't see that stuff.
No.
Right?
Was there flames on the helmet, or is it just gold? Because I saw one that was yellow and had
it was just gold. I think Switzerland has the flames. I'm pretty sure they have the flames, or they used to. I don't know. Maybe it's changed. But they also had like a jersey too, like a top scorer jersey with like flames on the back too. Kind of cool.
Not the whole jersey, just the
back. The back, like the top scorer would have the. A different back of the jersey. It just says top scorer, like no number or anything, which is crazy. Right?
I'd hate to be the trainer. You got to switch that on every game.
Well, you'd have to. Yeah, sometimes you have to, pass the helmet around, right?
Well, how does it work the first game of the year when it's even? Who gets to wear the helmet the first game? The captain?
I can't remember how it works, to be honest. Yeah, captain, or maybe if the top scorer from the year before. I'm not sure. That's a good question, actually. I can't really remember.
Oh.
Maybe the captain, though. Yeah, I totally forget how that works.
If you figure out, just message me and then I'll post it. You played in an interesting league, the KHL. I hear a lot of mixed reviews on this KHL. Kovalchuk has gone back and forth, can't make his mind up. You've been there. Maybe you could give the listeners a little bit of an insight, what you thought about that league, things you liked, things you thought maybe were a little bit different. Just your experience on it.
Yeah, you know what? I really enjoyed my time in Russia.
Nice.
I even said I'd go back for sure if I think I'm past getting back now, but yeah, I would definitely go back. It's the hard part for me was probably just the travel.
Just Russia alone?
Russia's a huge country, right?
It's true.
The one team I played in Khabarovsk, we were, I forget the distance to Moscow, but we're talking like 7 or 8 time zones.
Are you flying or bussing?
Well, you'd have to fly. Like, we couldn't bus anywhere close. Like, our closest game was probably, 4 or 5 hour flight. Right. Oh. So that's when I was there. They added some Vladivostoks out there now, but there's some other teams out there. But when I was there, it was kind of like, you have the teams, and then there was Khabarovsk way in the far east.
That's where you played?
That's my first year. Round there, I was out there. So it was, it was just the travel was hard, but you know what? They made the schedule a lot better. So now it's, at least the second time I was back, I'm pretty sure it's, you're at home for like a week. You'll play 3 games or 2-3 games, then you're on the road. So it's like,
Okay,
You're not
I get
just
it.
before. I was just, you would be flying back and forth, and
Yeah.
it was crazy. It was crazy. But no, to be honest, I never had any problems in Russia. Like I've heard the horror stories too, and all the crazy stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, I never had a problem really at all.
Well, that's awesome then.
Yeah, there was no. We got paid, and
Well, that's what I'm basically boiling down to.
Yeah,
Did you get paid on time?
Yeah, we got paid, and the Russian guys. I like the Russian guys. They're good guys.
A bunch of goofballs.
Yeah,
they're funny.
It's funny. At the end of the day, right, wherever you're at, people are people.
Yeah.
Language barrier sometimes a little bit. You know, just because English in some parts isn't spoken that much. But besides that, it was. No, it wasn't bad at all. The hockey, the ice is super big there.
You get tired quickly.
Well, not just that. It's just different. I mean, you have that extra second with the puck. It's you get the puck. You're used to, getting and making a play, but you get it and it's like, oh,
you got an extra second.
A couple extra seconds. Kind of throws you off a bit at the beginning, right?
I wonder if guys like Line, if that's different for them. But again, I guess he's world class. It doesn't make a difference.
I don't think it matters.
I bet that helps him when he's over there in Finland or Europe in general.
He can get the puck off his stick so quick. It doesn't matter. He could be in a phone booth and let a snapshot go. Right.
That's sick.
But no, it's the thing too. It's I didn't I don't have any kids or anything, so. You don't really have to worry about anything when I was there. When I was playing in Russia, you don't have to. That's nice. If the kids get sick or something like that. Or the only like I said, the only hard part I think could be the language barrier, right? If something were to happen in case of that stuff. But no, I never. Never had too many problems. But it's definitely a wild place.
I was gonna say, do they make you drink vodka like they say they do? Like apparently they drink vodka for breakfast.
Yeah, well, they're pretty strict with the players, kind of.
Are they?
Both the drinking. Yeah, it's not. It's a lot of work. It's hard. Like you're definitely putting the work in. I mean, training camps there were pretty tough. That was the hardest part, like surviving training camp.
Did they yell at you in like Russian and you don't know what they're saying?
Sometimes, yeah. I had a few Russian coaches where you don't know what they're saying, but a few old school Russian guys. But at the end of the day, I found them pretty. They're pretty honest. I think you can kind of get a feel if they like you or they don't like you. You
just get a feel.
If they like you, they'll tell you. If they don't like you, they'll tell you too. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not a bad thing, right?
I guess so.
But yeah, everyday life in Russia. I mean, we had nice apartments and you find some good restaurants, stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely a lot different culture than what we're used to, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine. Well, that's the great thing about playing over where you play, man. The culture you get to experience. Oh, yeah, European culture is awesome. I love Europe.
Yeah, you get to see it all. I just find Europe such a cool spot. It's just so. I mean, everything's so close to. If you want to do some traveling and.
Well, that's my next question.
Yeah, you can just. I mean, hop on a plane, you're somewhere in an hour.
So cheap to get around.
Oh, once you're there, it's real cheap to get around.
So where's your favorite place to maybe vacation in Europe after the season?
I've been doing, actually, it's not even Europe, but Abu Dhabi and Dubai quite a bit.
Dubai?
Probably 3 or 4 times so far, yeah, which is, I just loved it there, yeah. Pretty awesome place, pretty laid back.
Never been. What do you like about Dubai?
Fit in pretty good over there. No, it's just so laid back and nice weather, and especially during the season, if you get a week break or something, it's just nice to go unwind. But no, I liked. I did a little Euro trip when was it? 2 or 3 years ago at the end of the season. Did like Paris, Dublin, London.
Oh yeah,
I loved Dublin, Ireland.
Never been.
That was pretty cool.
I got a buddy going next week, actually.
Oh really? Yeah. No, it's hard to say a bad thing, but most of those places over there. Prague's beautiful too.
I've been to Prague.
Yeah. Prague, and then to Switzerland's nice. Germany's great. I mean, all those countries are so different, but they're so for us it's so different, right? It's just everything's so different.
Well, that's the best part about it. You go over there and every single day you wake up, you just want to walk around because you're going to discover something new.
That's the thing. Yeah, you can just put on the shoes and
go for a hike,
walk around, stop in a pub and talk to the locals.
There you go.
It's pretty funny.
All right, so outside of hockey, hobbies, stuff like that, do you play any other sports? I don't know, just something. Give me something, or the listeners something.
I like to be honest. Last few years, I got into the tennis a little bit. I mean, not crazy into it, but I enjoy playing tennis. I used to like golf when I was younger. I used to play quite a bit. I don't know. I just probably the last 3 years, I just have no interest at all.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know where my golf clubs are right now, to be honest. I think they're in my buddy's garage up in Cape Breton. But yeah, I just have no
interest.
I just find it's like such a long day, and
you got to get the cart. It makes you walk around.
No, I know, it's just so time consuming though. I find you got to get to the course. You're there for this. But if there's a tournament, like a golf tournament, I'll play in those. Those are fun.
Do you have a wife or a girlfriend? Yeah, you got a girlfriend right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll like golf soon if you marry her. You're like, it's a good getaway. That's what everyone says when they get the wife. They love to go golfing.
Get the clubs back.
I agree. I don't even like golfing either. I just like going on the green, getting the cart, having a couple beers, smoke a cigar. I just like that. I'm terrible at it.
That's the good part. And most of the tournaments, that's what you're doing, right? It's just you're just having a big day and having fun. But no, actually, her family has a place down in Muscadabat, and it's very cool. Her dad's a great tennis player. Has they made a tennis court down there.
Oh,
which is really cool.
That must be hard to do.
Well, they just like nice flat land. And he has a net and made some lines, and so that's pretty cool. They have the ocean right there. You can play a little tennis, go for a swim. And
how does that work? The grass court, is it like a really thick lawnmower, or is it like a turf they lay down?
No, it's like natural grass. So really? I think he just probably mows it I'm not sure, actually. I don't know the exact, but I'm guessing quite a bit, or every
and he paints the lines?
2-3 days, just paint the lines, and
that's cool.
No, it's cool, really cool.
You ever been to what's the tennis tournament in New York there, the U.S. Open?
No, I never. I
want to go to that.
Yeah, I would love to get over and see that. I think all those big tennis events would be awesome. Even the golf too, like the
Augusta.
That'd be
incredible.
That'd be a great weekend to do something like that. But no, I haven't got down to any of that stuff.
No, I'd love to do. I'm terrible at tennis, but I love watching it. I'd love to get down to.
The thing with tennis is, I'm okay once the serve. I just can't serve. It's hard to get the serve down, right?
I can't do anything.
I just tap it over the net, but after that, I'm not bad. But the hard part's getting the serve.
How are you at ping pong?
Not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in a few of my places. We have ping pong tables, so you get to play over the years. But
see, I suck at both. I can't control my. I'm not strong, but I can't control my power.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I don't know, because the strings. I don't know. It's just not for me.
Yeah, about 5-6 years ago, we played squash like every day.
Love squash.
Yeah, squash is a great sport too. All those racket sports are good. But yeah, we used to play all the time. Then I had a buddy. He was playing badminton and blew out his Achilles. And I was like, geez, I don't know if I want to keep playing squash now. And I haven't played in a long time since that happened.
Once the Asian kids started to beat me in high school, I gave it up. I was just like, I hate losing too much, and then I just stopped. But I love squash. Squash is great.
Oh, squash is great.
You ever play at SMU?
Yeah, that's where we used to play down at SMU, yeah.
Oh, it's great. It's a great workout, too.
Great workout, too. You're not even... Jesus, good cardio workout. You're not even thinking about it, right? You're just beating a ball around.
You ever play lacrosse?
That's one thing I never played. No. I mean, in gym class or something, but I never.
That doesn't count. You use the plastic sticks.
No, I know. I never got into lacrosse.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, it's a great sport for the off season.
That's right? That's my sport.
Yeah, we always used to play baseball.
Love baseball.
Yeah.
Do you ever play in like a summer league?
Yeah, growing up in Pee-wees, we went to nationals in Pee-wee.
Oh yeah.
And that was kind of my last year, I think.
Where was the nationals at?
It was over in PEI.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it was a good tournament. But yeah, after that, it was, then it kind of came down to, I think I was going into Bantam. So hockey kind of takes over, right?
Understandable.
So, which is sad in a way, right? Because I always loved baseball. That was like, the hockey season's over, then you get the baseball glove out. So that was always fun.
You know how like when you play hockey, it takes over your life, and then you always think about, if I could play one sport, my sport would be baseball other than hockey.
Too. Yeah,
fucking love it.
But it's a hard game. I mean, you can't just go out and play baseball by yourself, right? It's hard to get I mean, who wants to get a group together to play baseball? You need so many people, so it's.
And that's the thing about when you're young; it's boring because no one can hit the ball. So you're standing there in the outfield.
Yeah, that's what my parents said. I mean, you're there, and if you get a guy who's a bad pitcher as a kid, you'd be at the field all day waiting to get the game over, right? So that's a little tough on the parents, I think, more than anything.
Well, hockey's tough on the parents too, man. Holy shit!
Geez, the time and the.
If I have kids, I don't know, man.
Well, especially these days. I mean, it's. There's just so much with the hockey, it looks like, right?
24/7.
It's crazy. But I mean, if the kid loves it, then what can you do? I remember growing up, I mean, it was always I wanted to do it, or I wanted to play all the time. So I mean, if the kid wants to do it, it's good.
Well, here's my thing. It's like if I have a kid and he plays hockey, or she sucks, I don't know how, or he sucks, I don't know how I'm gonna react. Like I don't know how I'm gonna do. Like it would just be very frustrating because I don't know what kind of a dad I'm gonna be when it comes to that. Like I don't know.
That's the thing. You never know. I always say I'll be pretty laid back with my, but you never know once you're there watching the play. Right? You never know how you can switch. Who knows? Kind of a wild card.
I don't know. The time will tell. We'll see how it goes.
For sure.
All right, I'm a Crosby guy. Love Sid. You're like the same age as him, pretty much, aren't you? How old are you?
I'm 85. He's 87.
So 2 years apart, whatever. So you must have skated with him. In the summers.
Yeah. No, Sid's a great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a real good guy, and it's hard when you're sitting there with him. It's hard to. You forget about everything he's done and accomplished, right? He's just a normal guy. It's easy to forget about all the, the cups and all his accolades, championships and stuff. So, no, he's a really good guy, and I think that's, definitely why he's so successful, right?
Yeah.
Very humble guy.
Yeah.
Very humble guy.
Do you ever see any things that he's done in practice, like off ice, that just blew your mind? Any in particular story?
It's hard to think of one thing, but almost every day, or if you're practicing with him or whatever, he's just unbelievable. And he's such a hard worker too. The work he puts in the off season, stuff like that. But no, he's just so he's so skilled, but he combines that with the hard work too, and it's his hand-eye is just crazy.
Really?
You see some of these goals he scores, right? He's
incredible.
Pucks out of the air and stuff. And
I heard that if he misses a shot in a game, after the next day, practice or something, he'll repeat the shot 100 times and make sure that he gets it in. Something like that.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all.
Just obsessive like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
we grew up playing against each other in minor hockey, but he was obviously 2-3 years younger than our age group, right? And
so when you played for the Max,
the top guy.
When you played for the Max, was he a Subways guy? Did he?
No, he would have been. I think he came the next year through.
Okay.
Yeah. But even Adam and Pee Wee and stuff like that, he would come up. I want to say he must have been double underage, I would think.
Wow.
One of them, yeah. But he'd always be, obviously their top guy or whatever. And yeah, he's a guy just like I said. It's easy to forget when you're with him how much he's done, just because he's such a good guy,
a humble guy.
Yeah.
I'm not asking a favor, but if you ever see him, if you're skating with him, it's my goal. I'll be happy if I die if I was able to practice with him and do a 2-on-1. Because if you don't know, I'm an athlete too. I can skate.
No, I know.
Played for the Mooseheads for a bit.
I know.
Okay, I know how to play hockey. So if you ever see him, just be like, the high button, the guy Justin who wants to do a 2-on-1 with you, and then he'll be good. And if you're saying he's a good guy, then he'll say yes. So just do that for me. Or if he might be listening, so who knows? So yeah, just let him know that for me, please. And thank you.
Sounds good.
Man, I covered everything. All these, Marc-Andre Fleury, Bissonnette, the gold helmet. What was the name of your team this year? The Grizzly Adams?
Yeah, Grizzly. Well, I think it used to be Grizzly Adams.
What is that? The Grizzly Adams? Isn't that like a character in a movie?
That's what I thought. So it's It used to be Grizzly Adams. Now it's just Grizzlies.
Oh.
So yeah, that was a cool little town. It was. We were about an hour 10 minutes from Berlin on the train, so we were kind of up north, kind of northern Germany.
Okay.
To the west, but it was. So this is the city where they make the Volkswagen cars.
No way.
So the Volkswagens, the Audis, all that. But it's only got about, I'd say maybe 150,000 population in total.
And they all work there probably.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, over half the city works at Volkswagen. So everyone drives a Volkswagen. It's unbelievable. Like, everyone drives a Volkswagen. And then they have a big soccer team there.
Oh, the Red Bull team?
No, it's just Wolfsburg, but the big Volkswagen symbol.
Oh, yeah.
So our jersey, like, our symbol is just a Volkswagen on the front. And they had like the little, I didn't bring it.
Oh, you didn't bring that one? Okay.
It's at home. It's just a little like grizzly symbol up here. But no, it was a cool place. They had a big soccer stadium, probably 35, 40,000 people.
Jesus.
It was kind of like a little complex, a soccer stadium, the rink, obviously to a much smaller scale. But no, it's funny how, you get a city like that and 150,000 people, and they have this major soccer team there. They play in the first league. The year before I got there, they were actually in the Champions League, and they played Real Madrid at home.
Did you see Ronaldo?
No, I wasn't there. It was the year before I got there. So that would have been awesome, but I guess Ronaldo was there, and it was like, obviously the whole, I mean, you can just imagine, right?
All of Europe probably went.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so no, that was, it was, like I said, a cool little city.
Conrad Abelscheiser, he plays in the Germany.
Yeah.
He plays on the Red Bull team.
He plays in the Red Bull team.
He was here like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And he said that the Red Bull team is like, they have a facility that has a soccer team, or like a soccer field and a hockey rink. So that's what I thought you were talking about for a second when you said there's a facility that has.
Yeah, no,
has
that was
both.
kind of just in our place. But yeah, the Red Bull team there, they got I think they were three-peated, right?
Yeah, they did.
They won again this year.
Yeah.
So we played them in the finals, not this year, last year.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost, I think it was 4-1. They kind of ran through us pretty quick. But,
he said they're good.
Yeah, they're good. Bondarchuk's going there now.
Yeah, he was.
He just signed for 2 years there.
Well, the day Conrad did the podcast with us, he couldn't say it on the air, but as soon as the podcast ended, he was like, "Yeah, Bondarchuk's coming to play with us."
Yeah, he's going for 2 years. Geez, they might four-peat.
Yeah, man.
Which is crazy in any league, right? I mean, any sport, any league.
You should try to go there.
Oh, geez,
man, he said that they treat the players well. Like, as soon as they land, like, if you got a girlfriend, like, they set the girlfriend up with a job. Like, they have a car, they got an apartment.
Yeah, that's a nice thing about Europe. I remember the first time I went over to Sweden in Brynäs. Literally, you get off the plane, a guy picks you up. It's like, here's your phone, here's your keys, take you to the house, here's your bank card. Like, there's no
make hockey easy.
There was just that's the good thing, right? There's no worries. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about paying bills or
nothing. Basically
anything. Yeah, they treat you really well in that way.
You're living the dream in that case, man. You don't have to worry about bills. Excuse me. Like, come on.
That's the nice part. Just kind of just show up and play. They try to make it, especially for the foreign guys. They try to make it as easy. Because they know it can be tough, right? It can be tough. I mean, you're away from your family and friends for 8-9 months of the year, so they try to make it as easy as possible. It's funny, most guys come and the main worry is Wi-Fi, right? You just need a good Wi-Fi. In this day and age, it's so easy, right? You get on FaceTime. It's crazy. I mean, you talk to anyone.
Of course,
you make 20 FaceTime calls every day. It's for free. It's crazy. That's what I was thinking. Like, what did people do back before this, right? Would you write letters and send them? And
that's what it was, man. Or you had to call and hope they were at home. If not, you got to leave a message, and then you got to hope that they would call back.
Landlines, and I'm not sure. But yeah, the technology has been great for me, especially being over there, and you get to keep in touch with all your buddies and family and
social media in general.
Oh yeah, it's great. It makes the world a lot smaller, right?
Yeah. So what's your plan for next year?
Not really sure yet. We're kind of looking at some things. I've been thinking about, even more now. Like the older I get, kind of thinking more about, a bit after hockey as well too, right?
Of course.
Maybe there's some place where you can play and do your university as well. So
yeah. Do you ever think about coaching or anything like that?
A little bit. Not really sure though. It's one of those things you try not to think about after hockey until
it's done. Yeah.
Until it happens, but definitely starting to think about it a bit more now.
Yeah.
So it's, but yeah, obviously I have no plan, or you don't know what you want to do, but
Yeah.
I think it's kind of, the next couple of years, try to figure out something that you're interested in.
Of course.
Kind of get the brain moving again, right? So,
Oh, yeah.
because, a lot of days over there, you go into practice, you're at the rink at 9, you're out of the rink at 1, then you have a whole day to kill, right? So
Yeah.
you don't do the most productive things, right? So most of the time you're, laying on the couch or watching TV, or you go to eat. So yeah, I think the next couple of years just try to get the brain moving again. And
hey man, if you want to come on the podcast, you're more than welcome to jump on here.
That'd be good.
I'm sure you got stories for days. So if you need a job, I can't pay anything yet, but soon enough, we'll get you on here full time.
Sounds good. There'll
be a point where I'm out of here and someone else will be running the podcast, so you can join. Dude's the other guy that does it with me, Matt Doodle.
Yeah,
he does it all the time. Anyways, if you're ever over here,
cool.
You ever see the Newbridge Academy there? The academy they got over there?
I haven't seen it. You know what?
Holy smokes!
The first time I heard about it, was just probably maybe a year or two ago.
Same.
And then I just see my friend Brandon Benedict. He's coming back.
Yeah, he's coaching.
Yeah, he's been playing over in Europe for a long time. He had a real good run over there. So he's coaching I think it's the Bantams.
Is he?
Yeah, so he's coming back next year. He retired. He's going to coach the Bantams, and I saw that. I said JP McCall.
JP's over there. I had two guys on. They coached the Pee Wee team, Matt and Cody Anthony from East Hants.
Cool.
Two great guys. But man, if you could jump in on over there on a coaching job, do it.
Well, yeah, it's good. It's good they got something like that going, right?
Of course.
And obviously, they're getting good people involved. Good hockey people. And it's only going to be good for the kids, right? So.
And it's crazy because something like that, these schools have been in Ontario, across Canada, but it's never been in Nova Scotia. So now kids from Ontario or out west are going to start coming here, and we're going to be able to develop more talent, and that's good for me.
Oh yeah,
more talent to come on this thing. And,
that's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, looking at the big picture.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what I noticed in Europe too, and Finland and Sweden especially. It's it's so geared towards the hockey. The team, say I was in Tappara, you have the pro team.
Yeah.
But then they have a junior team, like an under 20 team.
Yeah.
Then they have the under 18s, the under 16s, the 14s, right down to the kids.
But it's the same organization.
It's the same organization, right up to the pro team.
They do that in soccer too.
So yeah, it's so good for the kids, and I want to say they kind of have the same idea with the hockey schools, where it's, you're in school, but you're doing the hockey at the same time type of deal, right? So these kids are, if you're a good junior kid there, geez, you're on the ice all the time.
Of course.
You're playing with you could probably play under 18, under 20. Then you usually practice with the big team. Then you can, if someone gets hurt, these guys step up. And
they're already comfortable.
Yeah, even in my first year there in Sweden, it'd be like guys like Yonkrook, who's in Nashville now.
Okay.
Guys like that. A lot of guys you see come through. Silverberg, same thing.
Oh, yeah?
So he was a junior kid when I first got there, my first year. Played the next year, and then I think it was the year after he might have been MVP or MVP of the play. You know what I mean? It goes so quick for them, right?
Yeah.
They develop them so good. Can you imagine playing in, say you're 16, you're a good player, you're playing junior, you're practicing with a pro team as well, right? You're on the ice a lot, you're training.
Matthews is a good example of that. I think he didn't go
over to Swiss.
Yeah, well, he didn't go the junior route. Would you recommend that? Do you think if you're 16, 17 and you can handle yourself and you think you can play at the pro level, would you recommend going over to Europe as a different alternative? One, you can make a lot of money. Two, you play with guys that you might be playing with in the NHL next year. You're playing with men. The travel is probably more intense and more similar to the NHL. It sounds like there's a lot of benefits to going over to Europe, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, it'd be hard. Matthews is obviously an
exception,
special exception, but I don't know. I think the CHL still. They're still
relevant.
Yeah, they're still popping.
Of course,
great guys, and you see NCAA now. Geez, that's a hotbed
for talent.
For me, when I was coming through, it was, NCAA was kind of there, but no one really thought about it,
Really?
Where now it's, people did. I've had friends that did it.
Yeah.
It worked out great for them. But, I was kind of set on, and like a lot of people were kind of set on the major junior. Where now I think you're seeing a lot more young guys where they want to go NCAA. And it's, at the end of the day, you go down and you get a degree, you play good hockey, and you're seeing so many guys, if you don't get drafted, so many guys, free agents, they're signing guys out of the NCAA like crazy, right?
Oh yeah.
You have a couple good years, so. But no, over there, you know, it's different too when for these guys, they're in their hometowns a lot of the time, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, they come up with the system. You're playing on the pro team in your hometown. You still get to live at home. You still have your buddies. So it's a good for the European guys, right? I think it definitely speeds up their development for sure.
Well, it says something about the CHL, the fact that also European guys are still coming over and playing here. So, I think,
the CHL will always be a
powerhouse.
Yeah, I think it'll always be the big, especially in Canada. Well, obviously in Canada, but it's always a big draw, for kids, especially, it's a quick route if they want to go pro, and good place to get drafted out of, right?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I think you see it now. I mean, if you're good enough, guys will, you develop and people will find you wherever you're at, right? So
Matthew Highmore, good example, didn't even get drafted, signed as a free agent, played in Chicago last year.
Yeah, he's a really good player. Yeah,
great player.
I was on the ice with him this week.
Were you?
Out the BMO Center. Yeah, he's a great player. That's a great story too.
He's a great guy too. The conversation. Really it was awesome.
Guy. So yeah, it's that's what I mean. I don't think if you don't get drafted, it's not the end of the world anymore, right?
Yeah.
It's some people develop at different times, or for whatever reason you don't get drafted. It's there's a lot of opportunities after that.
Of course.
So.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on. I know summer's a valuable time in your life, so taking an hour out of your day, I appreciate it.
No worries, man.
Love it.
That was great. Thanks a lot.
Hey, man, no worries. Actually, who are you skating with today? Any big names? Anyone?
No, just a bunch of buddies.
Just the boys?
Yeah,
okay,
we're just out at Centennial there. Paddy Holt's doing a
Centennial, like right there.
Just right there, yeah.
Paddy Holt's still doing those skates?
Geez, he's been doing them forever. He plays all the
Yeah.
I don't know how many days a week Paddy still plays.
No way.
Good player too.
Dude, you know what? I honestly might come. I know Paddy well. How is it like a private skate, or is it a?
No.
Maybe. No. I don't know. Who knows?
I think it's $10-15, and whoever comes usually. Turnouts depend, especially this time of year if it's the sun's up.
Well, it's Cavendish too. I'm sure everyone's out in PEI right now.
Yeah, and it's 4:00, so maybe people are taking off the Cavendish, but it's $10-15, and it's just
I might
whoever comes.
I got nothing
good
to do.
Skates, good workout.
Let's do it. All right, everyone that's listening, I appreciate the support here at the High Button. The growth has been tremendous this past month. I appreciate it. If you could do me a favor, go to all of our social media platforms, follow, like, subscribe to iTunes, SoundCloud, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Did I say Spotify? I don't know. You get the point. Thank you once again. I love each and every one of you. We're out.